We are back and outside. Not hot or muggy out either. Probably saw footage already. Got a Geodude earlier, and I think I'm about at like 4 of them now. Haven't been recording much of that, but we got the orange one. We got him. So we're going to keep walking and see what else we can get. So, coming out here, I wasn't even supposed to be doing it with my phone. Got my GoPro here. Finally got it to where I could record with Wi-Fi. Just use an app and pull up the camera, and it died. The heat here is just crazy. It's not as bad. I got a hat on. I forgot my, bug spray and stuff like that, though, so I'm upset about that. These community days now are like, 3 hours? So not particularly favorable, but hey, better than nothing. The incense, they've got it to where you've got to be moving. So I'm moving while we're recording to try to get, some of that stuff caught with the gotcha here. So we'll see how it plays out. But I'm going to keep playing for Stardust and XP, but I think I'm done already. So we will see what we get in a second. Okay, so we are back at the house. And what a good community day it was. I really didn't know what to expect. And by not knowing what to expect as somebody who makes content, I just really wasn't into it. And I say I was into the community day once I played it, but I mean the Pokemon itself, it was like, okay, Alolan, Geodude, let's see how many of these things we can get. I met up with some friends at Piedmont Environmental Center. We had sandwiches, we got to walk around. It was good, it was laid back, and there wasn't a lot of heat. I mean, they were broadcasting 90-something degrees. I was hoping to get out there and record some, and while we did a little bit of it, unfortunately my GoPro died on me. I had charged that thing a couple hours before, but you know how it is. Certain devices, even your phone gets hot, it might shut off. Your GoPro gets too warm or something like that. Maybe that's played a factor in it cutting off. The batteries just couldn't deal with the heat out there. So what little I could, I did get off my phone. Before we even got to the park, like you saw in the footage, I already had some driving on the way there. I had like maybe 2 of the Geodudes. I think I got a total of 6. I did the research. The cool thing is I was able to gift that research to somebody like you saw. They came out there with me and played. It was a good time. There's supposed to be some more quality of life changes coming. Number 1, Amazon has teamed up with Niantic, and they've got these bundles if you're a Prime member. So if you've got Amazon Prime, hey, you're in a prime position. You're in a prime position to take advantage of that. I think one of the bundles I got had Pokeballs and just random items like that. So that's cool. What they should be doing, like I've been saying for years now, is allowing you to do what you can do in Ingress. Maybe they're finally listening, because it looks like in the future we're going to get chances to get different kind of items and in-game communication. Very, very important. I think this would have kept more people around if you would have had in-game communication prior. See, for me, the Discord is with the communication, right? And I don't mean Discord as in the app. I actually meant the word, the Discord, the strife. Coincidentally, Discord, that platform, is one way that a lot of you get into raids and stuff like that and chat. And some of you use Facebook Messenger and what have you. That was a point of contention with my local group. We wanted more people playing with an easier way to communicate. Problem is, you got to steadily be on the Wi-Fi. You got to be tethered to these apps instead of just looking at Pokemon Go. Niantic, didn't want to do that to upset maybe their investors, business partners. Nintendo. They didn't want to upset Nintendo, because even Nintendo Switch, it lacks the communication features needed when you compare that to Microsoft or Sony with their consoles, where you can just chat. And Nintendo just doesn't want those problems, right? They don't want people insulting each other and calling each other crazy names and what have you. So their idea was, hey, we just limit things to like hey and hi and stickers. Then y'all can communicate on your phones, and it's your responsibility. So where does that leave us? That leaves us in a real weird spot where years ago we should have had these features, and I feel like little quality of life changes. Like, hey, you're in a raid, and maybe it's just you by yourself. You shouldn't have to wait 2 minutes. If you go into what's the point of a private lobby if you can't go in there and say, I'm starting now? No one else can get in your lobby unless they have your code. So if it's just you in a private lobby, you want to do that, there should be a button that says, bam, start lobby or start raid. It should be that simple. Conversely, you should be able to say a message saying everyone ready, and if everyone all clicks that, then you can start the raid. If somebody doesn't click it, then maybe the raid continues, but if everyone clicks ready, the raid should just go ahead and start. You shouldn't have to wait 2 minutes. It's abusing the whole time frame when it comes to these lucky eggs. There was for example, there was a rock ruff this morning, and I really wanted to do it, but I just, on the way to work, I was like, I'm not waiting 2 minutes in the lobby. The 2 minutes are going to be longer than the actual raid itself. And I would have loved to invite people, but sometimes people aren't as early as your boy is on the way to work. So I left it where it was. Shout out to Rubia for gifting me a shiny rock ruff, so I don't have to worry about getting that thing anymore. But hey, I'm open to getting others because I'm already over the tabus. We've had 4 of those. I've gotten a couple more since. I think I had a 100 run away from me. Not of the current one, but the one before that, right? So plenty of passes left. I'm ready for GoFest. I caved and bought my GoFest pass. So y'all saw that last video. So we're just kind of getting a lot of this stuff out of the way. I think I'm 3 out of 4 done on my current research, and we've got still another probably 16 million to go. So I'm trying to get up. That's probably one of the last things, as well as this adventure sync. So we got 5 more of these adventure sync weeks to go. And it should have been like 4 or maybe 3 if I would have just put in that little extra effort like I did this morning. But we'll get there. We'll get there. I can't tell you what the difference was this week versus the other week, other than me actually doing some yard work. I think that played a key. And, a little bit of shopping here and there. I think I did some of that too. That made the difference. I'm trying to average, 3 to 5 kilometers a day if I can, because Saturday I really didn't get a lot of that in, but just enough so that I only had to do maybe 2 kilometers around the work building, and bam, we got that 25. So that out of the way. I had a good time. Like I said, I had got maybe 6 of those Geodudes. The research was kind. It gave some Pokeballs because I had no Pokeballs the whole day. I should have set my gacha to just spin stops instead of just getting run-of-the-mill Pokemon like I was. But hey, you got more XP for catching these Geodudes and things like that too. So, and then Stardust, we're at 9 million. So we're getting closer to 10. That's a personal goal. I would like to get 10 million. I know some of you who had 10 million last year are like already on like 20 million or something crazy like that. So we'll see how things go from there. But the environmental center, it was fun to be at. Lots of shade. That was the real important thing, because even though I forgot my bug spray, at least I wasn't drenched in sweat. That was key for me. So if you saw this video, you'll know that, or I should say, if you saw my Pikmin Bloom video, you would know that I was doing both things at the same time. So check out that video if you haven't seen it and you're only seeing this to see how I did there. And hopefully if you watch that video, you're also going back and looking at this one to see what I had going on here. Because some people, I imagine that there's a lot of people who play Pikmin Bloom who also play Pokemon Go, but not the other way around. A lot of that is because, hey, one came before the other. but the overall thing is, in one game, you're just simply walking, planting flowers. You don't have to actually open that game to participate. Whereas Pokemon Go, yeah, you're doing the walking, you're getting your steps in, you're hatching eggs, but the bulk of it, the raiding, the catching Pokemon, the emptying out your storage, a lot of that you've got to be present in the game for. They need to create more ways in that other game to play with other players, and it actually means something. So there it is. I think there was a special move. Excuse me. There was a special move you can get with this Geodude. I can't remember what it was called. I should pull up some footage to see, but it really didn't change how I felt about it. I could be wrong and say, oh, it's actually a great move for PvP. That's usually why people want the special moves, but I was just like, because they were giving you Geodudes in the research, and then in the wild you got the Alolan one. So I was expecting it, I guess, to be more like the Sandshrew one, where it was like both. They didn't do that this go around, but I like that they're at least thinking. They're saying, for the Alolan Pokemon, we'll give you an option for both. But if you just wanted the Alolan shiny Geodude, this was a chance here. And I was hoping I could have just got the, regular shiny Geodude. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. I've got to actually look and see if I've got one of those now. I hope to see you guys again soon. I know a lot of the stuff that we talked about here wasn't necessarily pertaining to Community Day, as you saw that a little bit earlier. So I'll end it here, and maybe we'll revisit some of those concepts as they show you more. Again, there's going to be more in-game communication so in the next few months, so we'll revisit those as they give us more of this information. Like, comment, subscribe, share as always. Send it to family, people you don't like, if you don't like me, whatever it is you got to do. Share the content, enjoy it, really enjoy it if you enjoy watching it. If it's not your thing and this is your first time on my channel, be sure to check out other content that's on the channel. I'm always making new playlists of different games I've played and just different things that I talk about, vlogs, music, movie reviews, unboxing videos, stuff like that. So this is kind of my quarterly reminder to let you guys know that. Hope to see you again soon. Mario Maker episode 75 is on the way. See you guys in the next one. Other Yellow Hat guy is out. Captain Sensation!